This is my video reflection for the 9th of January. This is where we had just staged one normal night for the first time. Again, for the second rehearsal, it didn't help that Matthias and Sophie weren't in this, but they're not as big of a role as they were in Full Disclosure. Obviously, in One Normal Night, the main three parts are me, Grace, and Josh. Starting with Grace, I think that apart from fumbled over a couple of lines, I think her voice is well suited to the song and the role in general. I think the staging is very good. I like that it's quite simple. It's quite a nice simple build up to when I'm here. I like how this is a complete change from the way that Wednesday is portrayed usually. Like, she's usually portrayed as the weirdest, well, not the weirdest, but like fully involved with the strangeness of the Addams family. But as soon as Lucas comes around, she's begging her parents and her family just to have one normal night. And I think it works well as a build-up to meeting me, because this is where I'm first seen in the show. I think that when I come in, I think it's good. How I like the direction of when I come in trying to find my way. I think that shows the first bit of character in me, the first bit of awkwardness, the kind of uncertainty that Lucas comes with. And it's kind of that frantic looking around for this house with the ancestors peeking behind me. And I think that's good for just a bit of comedy level. So on to my actual singing, my first section of singing. Bear in mind, when I did this rehearsal, I was so ill. But surprisingly, that's the best singing voice I've ever heard myself have. So I think this song is really suited for me. I'm really happy about it, especially as past few months I've really lost my high range. I don't know whether that's from a lack of warming up or a lack of using the range extension videos available on YouTube. Something I definitely want to start doing again, because I've noticed my style of voice didn't suit roles like Fame as such. I mean, I get that Nick was a very hard character. Very, very difficult range, because it's then right from the bottom all the way up to the top. But I think with me being ill for that rehearsal, it forced me to use as much of my diaphragm as possible to create that sound, because if it was just based on my voice alone, then it wouldn't have been nearly as good, because it was quite weak without any resonators. So in a way, it was kind of a nice wake-up call, and me being ill couldn't have happened at a better time, because it weirdly showed me how good the song can sound if I really resonate it properly, use my diaphragm properly to push the sound through, and it created a very nice, smooth dynamic. The only bit that sounded a bit flat-ish was when on the woe, So that jumps up high and then goes down low for 1. So that's a bit I'm struggling with, but again, I think that's because it's fairly nearing the top of my range. But yeah, I think I've got the tempo to it really well. I understand how snappy bits need to be, how flowy some bits need to be, and the character behind it. It's something that kind of, it's originally this song was him talking to his parents, Alice and Mal, but obviously we don't have them cast, so it's me kind of almost giving myself a pep talk, really. And like similar with Full Disclosure, I used Uta Hagen's fourth step in her method, emotion memory, which is kind of, you remember an emotion of a certain situation and you bring that to your character, and that's certainly what I did. Exactly the same situation when I was meeting my girlfriend's family for the first time. And so that's definitely something I can and have been bringing into that song. So that first section of the song is really good, and then Josh has his little solo, and I'm amazed by Josh's characterization, how he can come in every single day, no matter what has gone on outside of the space, he comes in and gives it all. And rehearsals aren't even, and musical theatre isn't even his forte. Like, he's more of a screen actor, but he still comes in and does amazingly, and that's something I really respect about him. And then his last note on the get, it's really operatic, and I have no idea how he hits it, but he does. Obviously, in the video above, he doesn't do it, but you can't expect him to do a note like that every single time. I have no doubt that he'll smash it on the night and in the rehearsals that are coming up. And then it gets to the bit where I am at the door, and obviously everyone else is doing their step forwards and then step backs and turns. This bit, I like to think there's going to be maybe a light on me, maybe as soon as I step up. I'm kind of glad that the H&D2s have picked up the song as quick as they have, bearing in mind we have around 3 weeks to do the show. But yeah, I think this song is okay. This song I'm not worried about. I think we're in a strong position for this song, because it's obviously very reliant on me, Grace and Josh, and we seem to have our bits down. I'd say from here the only numbers I'm worried about are Death Is Just Around the Corner, maybe When You're in Adams, and obviously the Tango, but that's just because it involves a lot of dance, and I'm not a dancer. But overall today was a successful rehearsal, and I do look forward to the next one. I look forward to staging Crazier Than You. I think that can be a really strong duet, and I don't think we need all that much in terms of props, in terms of set, in terms of cast. I think it can just be me and Grace on stage, but we'll see with that. I am really looking forward to this whole musical. I'm really enjoying it. I can't speak for anyone else, but I am really enjoying myself. So until next time.